Okay, I want to post this last video in my private account for the wind. And the wind is the girls, and the light is all the boys. I hope to all the girls who gonna take the life out of another woman and put it inside of you, I hope, please, you can think twice, because you're feeling the pain for the wrong reason, and the time you take to feel the pain for another woman's pleasure, you can take the time to feel the pain for your own pleasure. You came from a group, and you have to stick to your group if you want to make friends to live on. Who am I? For the time being, the video is still on private, and one day when the time comes, I will publish it. I am nobody. I am just thinking in my mind, asleep, and I wake up. Sometimes I shout, and sometimes I sing. But please, each little girl in the street, the 18 years old, the 28, the 38, the 48, the 58, you will not be here if you don't came out of your mother, and your mother don't came out of your grandmother, and your grandmother don't came out of your great-grandmother. But it's always the wind inside of you. When you're making love, when you're running, when you're having your baby, that wind is the owner of the body you really love to bluff with. The wind get lost the last 400, 500 years ago. It is very important that you, the girls, you need to come together and try to understand the value and the respect of someone else's life. Because when you get pregnant for a guy that have a mother, and the mother is the sister, you take the life of the woman and you put it inside your empty skeleton. In your stomach is an ordinary skeleton if it's not your mother feeling, which is your brother. You cannot invent. For example, you are 9 months old. You don't see another baby next to you, just you alone. But by the time you're 18 months, it is just your mother that become the 18 months, but that first 18 months is the gorilla that was pregnant with the first child, and the child, what is human being, we are just 9 months old out of the gorilla's stomach. And by the time we are 18 months is when the wind is in charge of us. Now, to not take you to a place what you would not understand, let me stay in the place where you understand right now. You see the sexy boys next to you in the school, you know their mothers. If when the boys was inside the mother's stomach, when they were the 3 months old, do you think the woman will ever give you the 3 months old pregnancy? If you try to take the child out of her stomach, what she would do? She would call the police. She said, you're trying to kill her baby. Imagine when 6 months later, she have a son, and 5 years later, the son goes to school, and then 30 years later, you met the boy. What do you think you see if the 3 months old pregnant woman, her body become the 35 years old, and now you kiss the boy, and you take what the woman get out of her flesh, and you turn it inside of you? But what you don't understand, the boy is not making love with you, he's making love with your stomach, inside of your stomach. When someone loves you, they kiss you, they hug you. It is not your vagina. Your vagina is not yours. Your vagina is a planet where 100 people can come to exist for the next 100 years. It is very important. Love your boyfriend. but support him to go to his sister and let his sister have his baby, because his sister is his mother. He is just his mother, the lost mother. He have the key to open the door. His mother become the sister. He is the owner of the key. One drop in the hospital, and then you raise the child. Talk with the sister. Say, just have the baby. We're gonna raise it. You raise your brother child, give it to the wife, and then you have to switch. You want to have your husband baby, but you are not the flesh of your husband. The sister is the flesh. Send him to the sister. The sister have the baby. You raise the sister baby. And send your own brother baby to his wife. And then the world can go on perfectly. For example, you want to get pregnant, but you are the child of your mother. You don't take your brother liquid to paint your body. You call the schoolboy to come and paint your body. But you need his baby. You need to send him to his sister. In the hospital, the sister have the baby. Say to her, you don't have to raise the child. We're going to raise it. Just have it and give it to us. And if the sister really want to die for the brother, which is the sister is not the sister, it's just the lost mother. The sisters need to know they are not real. They are just the mother who is going forward without her own mind, because she believed her husband was the only way for her to have children. And now she's not in charge of her daughter's mind, because her brother is not the mind that came to paint her. Please, ladies, it is very important. You need to do the right thing. If you don't look back where you came from, you're all gonna die, and the money will live on without the body of the people. It is very important that you, the schoolgirls, I'm gonna post another video so that, because I want you to understand the message. If I post a long video, you might forget what I'm saying. Please start the video again and play it twice. Not now, because now it's on private. I'm gonna keep the videos on private till after the 26th of February. Then I will put it in public. But for the time being, please, it is very important, girls, you need to do the right thing. Otherwise, you're gonna lose the best guys that ever exist on this planet.